Hello there, and welcome to my channel where I read unhinged stories from Reddit. Our first story today comes from EATA subreddit. Am I the a-hole for not letting a friend use my umbrella in a Japanese downpour? My friends and I went sightseeing, aware that the weather forecast was warning of heavy rain. We're from England, where the correct response to rain is to not acknowledge it, but things are a little different in Japan. It is impossible to walk outside without getting fully soaked. I warned my friends of this and stopped at a shop to buy an umbrella. They were reluctant to get one, either underestimating the rain or thinking they could get one later, if it actually rained. I warned them multiple times that if it rains, I would not let them borrow my umbrella. One friend had a raincoat so was mostly fine but the other did not. I reminded them that I would not share a few more times while we were walking. Roughly an hour later, it started raining. Hard. It was unlikely to stop raining anytime soon and we had a train to catch, so we walked in the rain for half an hour to the train station. I stood by my word and refused to let them use my umbrella, which could easily fit 2 people under it. When we arrived, the friend without the raincoat was completely soaked, and the other was far from dry. Neither were particularly happy. Am I the a-hole for standing by my word and not saving my friend from the rain? Ew. What do you guys think? Is he, she? I am not sure about this one at all. I can totally understand OP not sharing the umbrella, especially after multiple warnings. I have a friend who I used to travel with that always packed a lot of heavy luggage. I only packed a carry-on because I have a bad back and find it more convenient. And, for the record, I am a woman. And every time she would want me to help her carry stuff. Eventually I just told her, if you are going to pack all that stuff, then why do you have to carry it all? I am not going to help you. I am not going to injure or inconvenience myself helping you, when I purposely limit myself and do not pack as much for my own darn self to avoid it. And I did not help her. I remember people thinking I was mean for that. But I wasn't about to screw myself up over something avoidable and that I had already stated. So, in that scenario I would be 100% with OP. Here, I feel like it would not have cost OP anything given that the umbrella was big enough for 2 people. I am big on holding your boundaries. So I get it. And, if the umbrella wasn't too big and OP could have gotten wet, then I would say, not the a-hole. But by OP's own admission, the umbrella could have fit too, so not sure if I would have had the heart to deny my friend. Also, since they are probably not familiar with the weather there, they may have underestimated the rain. Yes, OP warned them, but they probably did not realize how bad it would actually be. So, I think I would say yes, OP is the a-hole. But only a little a-hole. Not a big one? What do you guys think? Have you ever been in a similar situation? Did you feel bad? Did you eventually cave and do the nice thing? And, if you want to do a nice thing for me, please like, share and subscribe to the channel. Our next story is from TIFU. Today I fudged up by thinking my son was having gay sex when he was just eating hummus. Huh? Okay. I have no idea what this even means. So, let me shut up and read. So I, 39 female, have a son, 15 male, and he brought a friend round today. They immediately went to their room and I assumed they would just play some video games or whatever, so I was totally fine leaving them. It was about 30 minutes in when I was walking past, I heard sounds such as, oh my god that's so good, and, it's so good with that in it, and various, sounds. It really sounded like they were having gay sex. I was super weirded out by it, so I quickly went downstairs and waited for his friend to leave. When this friend left an hour or 2 later, I asked my son what they were doing in his room, because although I don't mind him being gay, and I know it's normal for teenagers to have sex, a condom really should be used, so I plan to confront him about that. However, the answer shocked me to my very core. They weren't having sex, they were eating hummus. I was shocked, and initially didn't believe it. We had never had hummus before and I asked him to show me the hummus if this was true. So he did, and I ate hummus for the first time, and oh my god was it good. We experimented with different things in it like bread and carrots and it was great. Apparently, his friend had heard about how he had never had hummus before and thought this was absurd, so had planned a date for a hummus party. So yeah, it ended up being quite a good ending. I discovered how nice hummus was. TLDR thought my son was having gay sex, he just really liked hummus. Okay, I am a bit confused by this. So, at the risk of sounding like a snob, or privileged or god knows what else, hummus. I don't think I've ever met a grown person who hasn't had hummus. I mean, a child or a teenager I get. But an adult? Okay, Guys, tell me if I am way off the mark here. They sell it in regular supermarkets. I mean, maybe in the 80s or 90s you had to hunt it down, but nowadays even convenience stores have it. I've traveled a lot and I've eaten and seen hummus being sold everywhere. Feel free to tell me if it's just me. Anyways, yeah, if it wasn't because her son showed the evidence, I definitely would not have believed him at all. Honestly, I'm not too sure I fully do now. How about you guys? Do you buy it? The story and the hummus. Would you have believed it? What would you have done? Well, aside from eating the hummus, that is. Oh, hang on guys. I was about to move on to our next story and saw there is an update on this one. It's on a different post so I didn't see it at first. Let me read it. So yeah, the majority of you were right, they were having sex. I did think it sounded like it. They ate some hummus first, then put it away, didn't do anything at the same time like some of you freaks suggested, and then had sex. My son's boyfriend, I think they're boyfriends, saw the post and couldn't stop laughing, so told my son, thinking it could be about them, who told me because I think he felt a bit guilty about hiding it. Other than that, nothing really exciting happened. We had a long awkward talk. I told him I don't really endorse him having sex but he should really use a condom etc. Now on to the more important thing, hummus. I really like hummus now. I'd never had it before because it just looked kind of disgusting, yellow and sludgy, but I have learned appearances can be deceiving. It was homemade so I'm going to have to ask for the recipe so I can make some more. I've finished all of it. Also, what are some other good things to dip in it? I've tried the obvious things, carrot, cucumber, breads, and any suggestions would be appreciated. A lot of people have recommended baba ganoush as well? Is that similar or better than hummus? TLDR, my son is actually gay, but also I really like hummus. I knew it. That didn't make sense to me. Well, I am glad he felt comfortable sharing with his mom after all. And, I'm glad we got clarity on it all, especially why an adult had never had hummus. So, let's call it a day here. Don't forget to come back for more crazy stories. And feel free to submit your own stories or suggest other subreddits where I can find even more unhinged content. Catch you next time.